This is the capital plot. In a city that has spent the last 2 decades defying the desert and expanding into the sea, there is one resource that even the most ambitious engineering cannot easily replicate: prime, private waterfront land. We are entering a new era of Dubai real estate, the era of the scarcity premium. As of Q1 2026, Dubai's real estate transactions have shattered records, hitting an unprecedented $68.6 billion, 252 billion dirhams, in total value, a 31% year-on-year surge, Dubai Land Department, 2026. But the real story isn't just the volume, it's the exhaustion of inventory. We are witnessing a land grab for the final remaining plots on Dubai's most exclusive islands. Today, we map the scarcity, quantify the record-breaking valuations, and explain why Billionaire's Island is just the beginning of a structural shift in land economics. Where is the scarcity more visible than on Jumeirah Bay Island? In April 2026, the market was stunned by a record-breaking land sale totaling 440 million dirhams, $120 million, for a single prime plot, PropertyNews.ae 2026. This isn't just a high number, it's a signal. As analysts have noted, this transaction underscores a broader trend where savvy investors are prioritizing scarcity and location over immediate build-out. PropertyNews.ae 2026. Jumeirah Bay has effectively become the crown jewel of the coastline because its supply is, for all intents and purposes, finished. Knight Frank's 2026 Wealth Report highlights that prime markets often have a significant international bias, with wealth migration and lifestyle appeal jointly sustaining price growth. Knight Frank 2026. When you look at the map, there are fewer than a handful of undeveloped plots remaining on this island. When supply hits zero, price discovery becomes an exercise in whatever the next billionaire is willing to pay. The Palm Jumeirah remains the global gold standard for waterfront living, but it is a saturated asset. According to recent Q1 2026 data, the median price for a villa on the Palm has now reached a staggering 46.8 million dirhams, DXB Properties 2026. Because there is virtually no raw land left on the original Palm, the smart money is moving toward Palm Jebel Ali. Recent market intelligence indicates that Palm Jebel Ali is actually beginning to overtake Palm Jumeirah in ultra-prime sales for those seeking larger, customizable plots. PropertyNews.ae 2026. This is the waterfront appreciation effect in action. As Elysian Real Estate points out in their 2026 forecast, waterfront assets remain among the most yield-resilient communities in Dubai. The reasons are structural: limited beachfront supply and a global appetite for trophy assets. Elysian, 2026. If Jumeirah Bay is the peak, then the Dubai Islands are the frontier. This is where the next $100 billion of liquidity is being funneled. To solve the scarcity problem, the city is expanding its coastline. We are seeing new marine stations being built to link these emerging waterfront communities, creating a seamless commute that was previously impossible. PropertyNews.ae 2026. However, even with this expansion, the nature of the land is changing. Developers are now incorporating mangrove-linked residential zones and strict ESG, environmental, social, and governance compliance. As the market matures, investors aren't just buying water views, they are buying future-proofed environments. JLL and other major firms note that villa prices are projected to remain remarkably stable and continue their upward trajectory through the end of 2026, specifically because of this finite plot reality, Aaron's & Co. 2026. In a world of volatile currencies and shifting geopolitical alliances, prime waterfront land in the UAE has become a defensive investment play. Elysian, 2026. With nearly 75% of the residential market value now tied up in off-plan transactions, the race to secure the best plots is accelerating. DXB Properties, 2026. The Scarcity Report is clear. We are no longer in a market of if you should buy, but where there is anything left to buy. As Dubai's population pushes toward its 2040 goal, these waterfront plots aren't just real estate. They are the most limited, non-renewable resource in the world's most resilient market.
Subscribe for data-driven UAE market analysis.